There are bags of on the moon. This is an interesting fact I learned recently. They're property of the US, and it leads me in to today's puzzle, which is Planet with a Ring 2, a beautiful Japanese puzzle box made by Hideaki Kawashima of the Karakuri Creation Group. A really interesting looking design. We have this ring that seems to be stuck around the planet. In order to solve it and open the compartment, first we need to remove this ring. In order to do that, we're going to have to uncover the secret of this box. It's relatively difficult to find. Once you do actually find it, it seems kind of simple, but it might take a little while to get there. This is a really cool looking puzzle. It is going to set you back quite a lot. You're not going to get much change out of about $400 for this box. Comes with a stand though. I think it'll look really cool as a display piece, and definitely one if you're into space. For collectors, it'd be a really cool addition. So let's don our spacesuits, head to outer space, and uncover the secrets of this planet. Okay, so this puzzle box, you can see we've got this kind of cube shape in the center here, the ring around the outside. And because of the size of the planet, the ring just doesn't want to come off. So obviously something is going to have to happen to allow this to come off. It does come with a stand. You can see it's nice contrasting wood. I think that's probably walnut there. You might think there's something about the stand that we have to do in order to try and open this up, but it is purely just a stand for display purposes. The key to this one is the panels of the planet. So you can see it's got these panels that look like a lot of the kind of classic styles of the Karakuri puzzles with the sliding panels. But when you play around with it, none of these panels seem to want to move. There is a little bit of wriggle room in them. You'll notice they move very slightly, so there definitely is some movement there, just we can't seem to get any to actually move more than a tiny fraction. Not something that you really come across in Karakuri puzzles, but this one is more tempting than many to try and spin it. Doesn't seem to really do anything in this case, so you can try tipping it upside down. Obviously the orientation of this one, you're not sure which way around it should be, but spinning doesn't seem to do anything. The key to this one is to slide these panels, but we can't just slide them one at a time. What we need to do is to find which way they're going to move, and we actually need to slide, and I've found it needs to be about 4 panels at the same time. That's a little bit fiddly, but if we try and push them slowly, you can see we're getting a bit of movement there. Then we need to rotate the planet around a little bit and pull it out. Now we've managed to remove the ring from the planet. We just need to now get inside the planet, get to the core, get to that hot magma. Where are we gonna slide it? So none of these panels seem to want to move any further. We can't take any of them off. I'm reading a very interesting book at the moment about how to colonize Mars. The verdict seems to be that it's not very easy. But the one that stuck in my head most was there's actually bags of left on the moon by one of the Apollo missions. They jettisoned it in favor of taking some moon rock back, and it's just left there in bags. Apparently it's still property of the US, you're not allowed to touch it. Bizarre but interesting fact of the day. Okay, so in order to get into the box here, what we need to do is to reverse what we did in order to get the planet out. We're going to slide some of the panels at the same time, and then we're going to push them in the opposite direction. That should allow us, if I've done this correctly, to open the lid and get inside the box. You can see not much storage space in there. Crazy mechanics going on the inside though. Very complex mechanism, I believe, in order to be able to do this. A really cool box. Getting it back into the planet can be a little bit tricky. We need to fit it back in the same way it came out, which is harder to do than it is to say. So it fitted in like so, I believe, and then it needs a bit of a twist so we can get into the right position to replace these panels. It's locked back up. So there we have it, a really cool looking puzzle with a very interesting mechanism. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time for more puzzles.